Okay, very good morning all beloved students. So welcome back. So this is the second session. Okay, so we still learned about blueprint 3 as well. Okay, good. So today for this section, teacher would like to review you about unit 4, deeper into the interview. Okay, so we have learned already, right, about the lesson in this unit. So in unit 4 contains 5 lessons. So for lesson 5, we talk about what? Okay, the end of the interview. And lesson 4, we talk about. Okay, good. So lesson 4, we talk about some difficult questions. Okay, so lesson 3, okay, we talk about. Okay, talk about the education. Lesson 2, talk about it. Okay, so in lesson 3, talk about your last job. And lesson 1, talk about what? Basic questions. Okay, so we have learned already about all the lessons in unit 4. So today teacher want to review you about this unit to make sure that you can remember, okay, all the lessons in this unit as well. Okay, good students, so let's move to the contents. So what we are going to we going to review for today. So the first is about vocabulary. So teacher want to review you about some vocabulary that we have learned so far in these 5 lessons, sorry. And next, we are going to review about grammar. So we will review about 2 types of grammar. So the first is about regular verbs and irregular verbs. So what is the difference between regular verbs and irregular verbs, students? So can you use irregular verbs and regular verbs correctly in a sentence yet? Okay, so in this video we'll have you. Alright, so first we are going to review about vocabulary. Let's move to vocabulary altogether. Alright, so first vocabulary that teacher want to review all of you is about what? You can read it. Okay, memorize. Number 2, accomplishment. Again, accomplishment. Number 3, deadline. Again, deadline. Number 4, teamwork. Okay, students, so now repeat after me all together. Memorize. Accomplishment. Deadline. Teamwork. Okay, good. So what does memorize mean, everyone? So memorize means commit by memorize, learned by heart. Mean learn or try to remember about something. Okay, we call memorize. Number 2, accomplishment. What does mean accomplishment? So something that has been achieved successfully. So we call accomplishment. Or we talk about the work that we are going to do. So we can call accomplishment also. Number 3, deadline. What does it mean, deadline? Deadline, we talk about the time when something, a project, assignment, etc. must be finished. So deadline, okay? So the day that a teacher or, okay, that college the assignment or the project. Number 4, teamwork. So you know already team, right? Team should be teams should be more than one people. Okay, more than one people in one team. So teamwork. So we talk about what? Working with others to reach a goal. Okay, so we call teamwork. Okay, so you know that working as a team is very useful, okay, for everyone, because we can run fast with the project or with the works that we are going to do. Sometimes like studying, like working, also work in team is better than individual. Okay. All right, students. So let's move to the next vocabulary. Number 5, certificate. Society. Unfortunately. Attitude. Again, attitude. Unfortunately. Society. Certificate. Student, repeat after me all together. Certificate, society, unfortunately, attitude. Okay, so certificate means a document showing that you have a skill. Okay, because certificate. For example, you complete one course, English, okay, about writing or listening or speaking. So that certificate will show that you have complete. Okay, you have complete the course. Okay, of writing or listening or reading like this. Number 6, society. Society means to have or to have a good effect on. Okay, or okay, we call communicate. Okay, communication. Sorry. Next, number 7. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, we talk about a word mean that something is bad or unlike. So we call unfortunately. Okay. Number 8. Attitude. What does mean attitude? Attitude means the way that you think, okay, or feel about someone. The way that you feel or you think about someone, so we call attitude. Okay. Right. Every humans always have have different attitude, like students or teacher or or else. So everyone has a different attitude. Okay, good. So let's move to number 9. Department, candidates, long term, wrap up. Okay, repeat after me. Department, candidate, long term, wrap up. Okay, good, students. So a department means a part of a company dealing with specific duties. Okay, so called department. Candidate. So we can say candidate a job application, or we can say a person who apply for a job. So we can say candidates. Okay, not just for job, like scholarship as well, we call candidates. Next, long term. Long term means relating to or happening over a long period of time. Okay, so long term. 12. Wrap up means to finish or end something. Okay. Now that's all with the vocabulary, students. So how many vocabulary are there that we review for today? So there are 12. The first is about what? Okay, so the first is that memorize, accomplishment, deadline, teamwork. Okay, certificate, society, unfortunately, attitude, department, candidates, long term, and wrap up. Okay, good, students. So now that's all for the vocabulary. Let's move to grammar. So grammar 1, regular verbs. So how do we use regular verb in the sentences, everyone? Who knows? Okay, so let's move to the next slide. So to form the simple past of a regular verb, add ed or d to the end of the verb. Okay, so when we use the verbs into the past, you know that some verb will some verb will add ed or d to make it into verb 2 or verb in the past. So those verbs are divided into 2, called regular verb or irregular verb. So a regular verb in the present, like example, learned, in the past, learned, so ed, okay, or learned, t in the end, okay. This called irregular verb as well. Release, okay, release, so released, okay. Graduate, graduated, copy, copied, stop, stop it. Okay, let's see the word stop. Okay, stop because this word end with vowel and consonant p. So before we add ed, we have to double p. Okay. Right. Next word. Call, work, measure, enjoy. fry. Okay, so all of this, let's do it by your own. Okay, so let's move to next, about part 2. Okay, 2, irregular verbs. So everyone, according to what you have learned, okay, about irregular verbs, so how to form irregular verbs. Okay, so irregular verbs in the past do not end in ed, okay, or d. You have to memorize these verb forms. Okay, for all irregular verbs, when we use it in the past, it changed from the first verb to another verb. Okay. Okay, good students. So now let's see. Present, drink, learn. No, not learn. Okay, sorry. It's there is a mistake. Okay, there's a mistake with the past. So you can change it by yourself, students. So drink to drank, read, eat, ate, see, saw. Okay, filled. Okay, get, put, cut, think, walk or wake. Okay, so get to got, put to put, cut to cut, think, thought, wake, woke. Okay, all right, good students. So sorry for the mistake. So you can change it to the past by your own. Okay, you have learned already about irregular verbs. So until now, teacher believes that you understand, but that's how to change it into the past. Okay. Okay, good students. So now this is the end of our video. So do you have any question with the vocabularies or irregular verbs and irregular verbs? Okay, if you have any question, just leave your question below the video. Okay, then homeroom teacher will try to answer your questions, or you can chat directly to me. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Alright, so teacher hope that this video will help you, okay, to understand about the regular verb and irregular verb clearly. Okay, good. So let teacher say goodbye. See you tomorrow.